Hello, let's get started for the day. We're going to put in a little session this morning. Yesterday, after I finished playing with Mandy, I closed the screencast and I started thinking about replaying QUBT because training it was so bad. And I tried training a bit differently with an alternative rule set. Okay, let me talk about this just for a bit. If you recall, the reason why QUBT was so bad because I was basically trading every single pattern as if it was a hold. So I was going short below a key level like something 12.5. Then the price would constantly go up and down below that level, and I was getting chopped up. So instead of doing that, I noticed that doing this didn't really make sense. So, for example, what I started to do was simply when I noticed the market taking out a big level, like let's say at 12.8, and we know this is a big level because there is a big order here, I would just buy. And then instead of trying to use a one tick stop, I would instead place a stop at a previous big level, and that I would constantly apply such a system, and throughout the day, this stock was constantly making these sweeps across very important levels. So okay, so when it takes this out, yeah, as you can see, it takes it out. Okay, yeah. The way I did it, I didn't really necessarily get in at 12.8, but I do think I went in at 13. That's the pre-market high. So when it goes 13, the system would be to get in at 13 and then place a stop at 12.8. Okay, so now it... let's try it again. I want to get it in exactly as it crosses. So we get in here. It constantly dips below 13, but every time it constantly chatters around the key level. But you'll notice throughout the day, it's absolutely amazing. It never really actually goes below the previous level. So this was a very effective system throughout the day for this particular stack. It's amazing, and I actually ended up being like up $3,000. I barely had a losing trade. We're going to be applying this from here on out. It turns out, okay, let me. For example, if the market is something like this, you see. Okay, I didn't mean to have this position, but never mind. You constantly see it. For example, if I play this a bit forward, you see it simply sweep this 13 level in a few minutes, and it was constantly sweeping very important levels and then pulling back into range. And I found this very confusing during the first try, but now I see it. These sweeps actually tell us in which direction the trend is in. Because, for example, if it sweeps here, let me just... Okay, now we got rid of that position. And okay, let's just go forward. Yeah, okay, so now it sweeps this. I kind of... What I do is go short here, and as you can see, it's kind of it goes about 13, so it kind of makes it look like it's not going to go lower. But for example, if we place a stop at what's an important level? Let's see, let's say 13.1. It actually never goes above 13.1 ever. And even on the other book, you'll see that the orders start to build. So that was very effective. So all you have to do when this sweep happens, just go short. As you can see, it will never go above 13.1. Okay, so we have a big level here at 12.8. And yeah, I mean it's kind of scary. You never know when it's going to reverse, but it pretty much never reverses. So we go short here again, and we just keep averaging down, and that worked pretty much the entire way of the up from the open. It worked the entire opening drive. Then it worked on the way down. On the way up here, it kind of we take a small loss because we're averaging up and down. We're not really, because we're averaging with the trend. We're not really taking a large position. Like we lose here on a single lot. So if you look at it how it's acting here, let's say the stop is something like 13. It pretty much never goes back there. It's amazing. So let's see. Then do we have a big level at 12.7? Yeah, we have to really wait for it. A level started to build at 12.75. I guess the buyers were kind of impatient, and they also started building at 12.8. Oh yeah, now you can see how there is this big order, how the order started building at 13, and that kind of tells us that this is a good support level to place a good resistance level to place a stop. The plan would be if it sweeps it away, then we just get out. And it kind of looks scary. It kind of sweeps the low, and then it kind of does nothing, and you're left wondering: is it going to go down? Is it maybe not? And it just keeps going down. So it goes about 12.8. I mean, it goes below 12.8. We know that. Then it sweeps this 12.75, but because we went short at 12.8, I don't really want to short that close to the previous position. And bam! It once it actually sweeps 10.7, that's a pretty good short position. And I go short here, and it triggers, but it constantly keeps pulling back up. So maybe that wasn't necessarily the ideal thing to do, but it works very well. We're kind of, if you look at these red nuts, you can see we're averaging down. And if we look at the chart, it won't really seem at all that this would work, but it works very well. And because we look at the price ladder, we have some indication that what we are doing is right. We aren't really shorting whenever the chart makes a new low. Instead, we can literally see these orders building and being swept away, and that's a strong signal. And we are trading these trends very differently than we would trade calls. With calls, we want to go short below and go long above, but these aren't calls. These are just important levels being swept. So if we go forward for a bit, so where would the stop be? 12.9. You can see this big order here, and that's kind of a good signal. So I'm going fast forward. So let's see what happens when we short below 12.6. You can see as it's going down, these orders are starting to build. They're not getting swept away. The market could, the market is random. So if it was really bullish, it would easily sweep away this and reverse, but that's not happening. Oh yeah, it actually did sweep this one away. But yeah, I didn't really want to exit here because we still have this order at 12.9 to go through. So yeah, as soon as it kind of turned up, and these orders are starting the building at 12.69, 12.65, and now we're watching these for sign that it will sweep them away. And why is this important? Because if you just look at these the trade columns, you you could imagine that a trader could just place an order here, but that's not necessarily true. The only reason why these orders would be swept away is because the trader couldn't buy it at any better price. So that acts as a very strong indication of the trend. Like it seems kind of stupid because we go short at the low. As soon as it gets swept away, the market pulls back, and we're underwater almost immediately. But the system works. So it will sweep away 12.6. Yeah, now we swept it away. Then we go short again. And I think it will pull back. Yeah, it will pull back to 12.7. So I guess it's trading during times like this isn't necessarily so immediate. Maybe it would have been a better strategy to just wait a little, but I'm kind of impatient. I mean, during these opening drives and the opening counter drives, it's actually a good idea to just get in right away. But what we're doing here is a bit suboptimal. But even so, it doesn't really matter because we're trading in the trend, and we get rewarded in the end. So let's see. As soon as it breaks this, yeah, this is a powerful signal. As you can see, it's sweeping it away. Now we swept it away completely. We place an order here, and then it just go dumps below. And in this area, I mean, whenever you see a big candle like this, you have to start thinking about covering. Oh damn! Now I see that the PNL window is a bit too small, but never mind that. So yeah, as soon as it dumps here, it starts to build here very strongly. And whenever you start to see it build like this after a huge decline, that's a signal to reduce your positions and maybe restart. And it's also 1 hour after the open, and the market is starting to calm down. So it eventually breaks below 12.2, and that ends up being a good place to cover. So yeah, that's about it. And as you can see, we have like $200 worth of profit just for following the trend. Well, that kind of covers the new system. I mean, I already did this a little. Like you could see me averaging with the trend, and it worked well. Like pretty much all of my profitable trades have come from that. And I've been losing big on when I kind of flip-flopped around the key level. Because I was taking everything as a hold. And the holds are very rare. So we're going to trade holds a bit differently. Okay, maybe for this, I'll increase the tick size to 2. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this particular stock, I have no idea how it acts. I haven't gone through it at all. So let's see. FLNC. Let's see. We're going to be testing this system on it. So is it? No. It's not this. Maybe it's probably this. It's okay. FLNC 58. Let's see. Yeah. So this is this. yeah, it's kind of these stocks in play kind of don't really necessarily trend during the day. They kind of go like QUBT, they go up and down. If you're trying to use something like an opening range breakout system or a VWAP system, you get chopped up. But on the system that we have currently, it just cleans up on them. Okay, so this was a earnings release. I think it was probably after the market close. Then it kind of did a lot of volume the next day. Actually, no. This was 8 May. This was actually the day after the earnings release. So it's a second day play, in fact. Yeah, maybe it would actually be worth it to see how it was doing pre-market on this day. Probably it did a lot of volume in the pre-market, but it didn't do enough to meet the 50% threshold. But it doesn't matter. Second day plays are something I'll be playing as well. So it didn't catch this. Right? Yeah, because we don't have this day on our list because the list only goes up to the middle of May. We'll add new stocks to the list eventually. Okay, so this is an earnings list. Let's take a quick look at it. But yeah, so let's also look at the daily chart or the last year. Yeah, so it's not a fresh 52-week high. I don't know, but there isn't a lot of overhead resistance here. It's not necessarily going to new highs, but there isn't a lot of resistance. Yeah, okay, so even though there isn't overhead resistance, other technical traders won't necessarily be jumping in on this kind of pattern. It looks here it was in a downwards channel, then it popped, and it's not a very clean pattern, so it's not necessarily going to be piled into. Honestly, I know the S&P capital traders kind of look at the big picture and a lot of other things, but as a scalper, I'm not sure how much that matters exactly. If you look at the S&P, it was slightly bullish during this day. I mean, for the stocks that have a lot of that have strong catalyst and strong volume, the movement of the general market doesn't really matter that much. So it's not an important criteria. What's important criteria is that we learn to read the tapes. Okay, so May 8th. Actually, maybe we have to break on the backhold the strong data. Oh, data center momentum. Oh, so it's a data center related stock. Electricity storage and software provider. Okay. So basically, if you are a fundamental trader, you'd have to do very in-depth analysis to figure out if this is a good buy. But as day traders, all we have to see is data center, and that's it. So this is a strong team. I mean, Matt, up 5, 8, 10%. I have no idea what the difference between any of that is relative to the company. Like Lance Brightstein has a rule of the thumb, something like if there's a change in revenue, how much that would be relative to the change in the market cap. And he uses that as a target. It's a very good thing, but now I have to really think about what that would be here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, his rule was if there's like something like a new deal or a new contract, he would compare that to the market cap, and the he would kind of roughly use that as a target. But this isn't a new deal. This is an earnings report, so I guess that doesn't apply here. Okay, let's move. Let's move on. Yeah, sorry, I was going to open Visual Studio Code, but I have to open TapeSim. Yeah, you also see that we have now that I also added these slow motion buttons. Maybe one of the future versions, I'll just add maybe so that shift and cancel, or rather shift and maybe I'll add some kind of key so that it closes out the entire position at a certain level. I find that would I think that would be quite useful. Something like select a level, then press C and have it close out everything. Okay, so this is the open. Yeah, I did look at it briefly. Okay, so it smashed out. It's kind of going up into the open. It's getting both up. Um, so, so what exactly is the plan? Yeah, the plan is to buy if it clears a very important level. So okay, so this stock is a bit less liquid. The spread is kind of wide. It's not like a qubit where the spread was only 1 cent. We want to trade stocks like qubit and not stocks with wide spreads like this, but it's still probably a stock in play. Okay, let's see. Will it clear it? No, it didn't. Oh, it did clear it. Okay, so let's place one lot here. And okay, so after that, where exactly would the stop be? I'm kind of not sure. Oh, okay, so here we have a big order here. So I guess we could place the stop below 24.7, 24.68, something like that. And we have to think about where we want to add. Like, I don't want to add here, anywhere here, but I would like to add at 25.52 if it manages to clear this. These orders a bit placed in a weird way. Like, let me just use the tick size. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, they're not only at 25.52. I have no idea why the market is doing that, but instead of just having it be on a round level. Oh wow, it's really going up very strongly. If it clears this as well, then we go long. If it cleared it, we go long. So I guess now the stop would be below 25. It would definitely be below 24.7. Um, so I don't know exactly how the stock will act. You can just follow the system. Um, oh, sorry. Okay, it actually went below 25. But it's not always going to be a strong opening drive like in qubits. Maybe it will top here. Um, yeah, okay, so this was a bust. Let's just close it. So now that we're out, what exactly are we looking for? Like, we want to see it clear levels again. Like either to the downside or to the upside. Mm. The other workbook is pretty sparse for this stack. Like QUBT. QUBT pretty much told you exactly where to go long and short. And this one is pretty erratic. Mm. It's kind of going above and below the 25 level. Because there was such a big order here and it cleared it, it's kind of throwing off my read. I can't really tell what's a significant volume at a level anymore. Like there's a lot of volume here and pretty much no volume anywhere else. It's okay. So it's kind of I feel that it's loading up at 25.5. If it breaks 25.5 again, we're going to try to buy again. Uh, it's kind of going below. And if we were using like that same system like yesterday, go short above, go short below 25, we'd be losing money massively. In fact, I don't know. Maybe I should be going long here, going short here, because that seems to actually work somewhat. But again, I want to trade momentum and go with the trend. I think it's slowing down. The tape is slowing down. It's not so fast as before. Okay, so let's see. Will it clear 25.5? No, it's getting slapped down. This is something that we saw in QUBT. It would grind up slowly and go down quickly. And when it goes down quickly, that's kind of an indication of where the trend actually is. Okay, I'm actually going to try going short here. Let's see whether it actually hits it. Like as I said today, I was kind of telling you that it how it would constantly we have these sweeps, then it would pull back, and the sweeps are indication of where the trend actually is, and the pullbacks aren't that important. So what we have to be worried is if it sweeps above 25.5, that would be bad, but otherwise, whatever. Oh, fuck. Alright, actually this is good. We can go long here. Oh, damn it. I didn't think it would go up so furiously. Okay, now we're long 218. Yeah, unfortunately, because I added these buttons, these motion buttons now, the PNL is a bit cut off. We probably have to maybe place the PNL below the position. That would be the best choice. But never mind that. Okay, so if it clears at 26, we want to go along there. So yeah, now we are training this opening drive. One thing, do you want to maybe add even one more lot? Wasn't it like this? And the stop will be below, what, 25.5? Would that be? Mm, I mean, that's where it broke out from. Yeah, there aren't any limit orders here. I mean, the stop would definitely be below 25. That's because we know that we have to get out, but let's see. Oh, okay, it broke out again. I mean, the only thing that I'm wondering here whether I want to add, but let's leave it like this. I probably want to add on the way up, not here. Good that we haven't added. We also have to be on the lookout for signs of it topping. Like we have a powerful opening drive. Maybe it will result in a counter drive after it's done, like in QUBT. Yeah, so this 76 is starting to turn into an important level. It's not necessarily a hold, but it's kind of getting swept up, and that tells us which direction the trend is in. Right now, I'm not really afraid of going underwater. It's gonna make a new highs. Not really want to add into maybe FLB. I mean, we could have been considered adding once it broke above 26 again, because the principle is the more the more the key level gets tested, the higher the chance of it breaking. So yeah, we are getting additional information every time it kind of does this. So, okay, let's start buying it here. I mean, it's kind of a cheating, but whatever. So the next important level is 26.5. Definitely low. First stop is below. Hmm. We cannot really let it go below 25.5. I think that will be an indication of a reversal. Besides, the low is 25.76 here, something like that. Is it reversing? Yeah, I was chasing it up, but I guess it wasn't really necessary. It's scary to trade it. It's not that easy. Okay, so it's going up, up, up. Oh, this stock is super volatile. Hmm. This is maybe topping. I don't know. Let's see. Like it's getting up a very strong volume, but it's it's no, there isn't any follow through here. Then maybe sell a little. Yeah, who cares? Um, I mean, these boombox are pretty sharp. It's kind of now it's actually starting testing the walls. I'm not sure this is ideal. Mm. Big order building here. No, the tape has slowed down, so it's not really as frenzied as it was before. Now this is a consolidation. It's kind of trying to resolve where it wants to go. Big order at 26. Okay, so now the trend is down actually. We have to close all of this. Let's go up to 100 lots. I'm going short here. I guess maybe in the end I should have exited it a bit earlier instead of waiting to see whether it would go up. If it goes below 25, let's say if it sweeps it, then we're going to add 2 lots. Oh, okay, we're adding 2 lots here. Stop is stop at 25.5. The errors are being placed in very weird places in this stack. It's making it harder to read. Do you want to add one more here? Not really. Yeah, it's not a very good stock, I think. It's kind of widespread, it's kind of erratic. Maybe it would clear some larger levels. I mean, if only there would be some larger levels at on the order book, I would be more confident in adding. Okay, I mean, if it clears this, I definitely want to add. Yeah, now it's running up. Oh, holy crap. Oh, it cleared this huge order. Okay, we got a full reverse. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now don't tell me it will reverse after all that. And it seems like it did. Oh, holy crap. Oh, I'm getting destroyed in this stock today. I thought since it looked at this huge order, that would be... Doesn't mean the trend is up, but... I think the worst thing that that I've been doing in this stock is it cleared a huge order. I thought the event would follow through, but it didn't. It always tends to pull back like 1%, which is huge. It is definitely affecting the P&L negatively. Wait, where did this 15 come from? Oh, okay, so this is a big order here. Okay, let's since it cleared that, let's add one more lot. It's again, let's say I guess you need some real skills for this, which I don't have just yet. Take a look at this. So yeah, now it's telling me it wants to go down. Okay, what is the removal session? What exactly do I do? Do I go short here? I mean, my rule is to go short here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 to go flat. Okay, let's go for just 2 lots. Yeah, so it's actually pretty amazing. I mean, this stock has been very erratic the whole day, and this behavior, like I see it take out a large order, and then it kind of reverses madly. And I guess how the stock acted during the morning, during the opening drive, it ended up being consistent. How it's now acting during the day. And this is important experience. I guess this stock would have been better avoided. Okay, so if it takes out this, I mean, at this point, what, 25, I mean, taking out 8K here isn't much. Yeah, there isn't much liquidity in the order book for this stock. So whenever a big order appears, it seems the market just jumps to grab it. Okay, so it took out the 25.5. It does seem like the trend is down. But my plan is to take out to go short when large orders are taken out, and not these tiny ones. Like even yeah, this stock kind of had orders at very weird levels, not at round numbers. I'm not too sure what to think about this stock. It's not really giving me the information I need to trade effectively. The information it did give me were all traps. Okay, so 24, and that's an important level. But the volume is still in the order book is still pretty weak compared to these random large orders coming in. I mean, it is kind of following the QUBT pattern of opening drive then sell off. So it's been holding. I wonder if this will turn into a hold. So does it intend to bounce? I guess you have to get off these opening drives as soon as it starts fading. Okay, so I don't know how this stock will unfold at all. Like, will it go about 25? Will it go below 24? The tape isn't really giving me anything. No, it's clearing it. So, okay, maybe I could add another lot. Every time I place a position, it moves like 1% against me. It's ridiculous. Maybe I shouldn't have made the trade. I should have waited for a clean break. Uh, yeah, we're going to wait until it goes above 25. We want to go long. Like, if I was right, it definitely shouldn't be pulling pulling against me 3%. Yeah, this is way too much. This stock is so volatile. I got tricked by that large order. I mean, it works so well, so great in QUBT, but over here it isn't working at all. Yeah, I'm pretty discouraged. I'm not actually, because I'm discouraged. I'm not really paying proper attention to the market. Like, what does this stock want? I have no idea. It's kind of the order book is very uninformative, and the tape itself, it kind of is it feels very random. I mean, if we somehow ended up making money during this morning session, it feels like that will be a miracle. At 24.8. I think this kind of a signal to at least go flat. Mm. Okay, as soon as there's some kind of signal on the tape, the stock immediately reverses. Okay, so we gotta wait until it goes below 24 or about 25. Now, basically the morning session is done, so I don't know whether there'll be any more volatility. Maybe it's a little slow now. Okay, let's speed this up. It's kind of building. Okay, so it went above. Okay, finally. Let's backtrack. I need to try going long here with 2 watts. Okay, will it pull back? I mean, it pretty much always does. No, it's actually pretty amazing. For once, it's not pulling back. And it finally did pull back. My trading in the stock is simply fucking awful. Let's place 2 more lots here. I mean, the stock is finally acting. Yeah, now it's finally not. Went above remap. That's exactly What exactly is my exit criteria here? I'm not sure. I've just been focusing on my entries. Oh, finally, we have some decent orders here, like 33k here. Yeah, this isn't a very good way to trade. I need to have in mind exactly what I want from a trade. Right now it's just going up. Okay, so it's going up, but I'm not sure what my exit should be. Should I maybe be exiting here? Just below 26. Mm. Okay, the market can see this order and it's going into it, so maybe it will overcome it. And if it does, I'm going to increase my position size significantly. I think during this period I've been kind of oversized gear, given how high the volatility was. I should have kind of cut it down, maybe to a third of what I've been betting. Oh, it overcome it. Or it overcame it. Okay, let's go up to 600 shares. In fact, we can go. We can even double our position to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, film me. Oh, oh. This was really bullish. Don't tell me it will reverse even this. Yeah, okay. I think I understand what's really comfortable. It's really comfortable when you can see what's going on in the order book, and the order book tells you what the important levels are. And during this entire time, unlike in something like QUBT, it felt nothing about us in the order book, and the orders were kind of going in at random places. So in the future, when something like that happens, I'm going to avoid trading the stock. Also, the spread was pretty wide, so yeah, it was dangerous. Right now, you can see how narrow the spread is, and it feels like you know this isn't that thick of an order book, but relative to how it's moving, it is. The spread is narrow. I don't have to fear for my life. So it's very nice. I wonder if it will go above 26. Wait, what's going on with? Yeah, I mean it did go about 26. I want it to go about 26 and a half. So I guess our stop will be below 26. We don't really want to let it go below that. And, as soon as I say this, it will go below 26. If I remember the daily candle, it was actually down on the day, so we're kind of running dangerous here. I just want to give this system what it deserves. We should be testing the system to find out what the flaws are, what the benefits are. When did this 27 when did this 37 come here? I didn't see it at all. Oh, for a moment there was a big order here. Oh, I see, and then it lifted it. Mm, yeah, I mean that's a positive sign, I think. I mean it could also be a negative sign, like mm, that there's a big seller right there. Okay, so I'm not sure I want to like go. I'm not sure I want to add right there. But if it clears 26 and a half, I will. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, no, notice how nice this movie is. It just, you buy, it goes up. You buy, it goes up. And over here, it's complete opposite. You buy, it goes 2% against you. Okay, let's add two more lots. Oh, nice. So now you finally have a sane order book. Like we have 27 here. I shouldn't have chased. I should have waited. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I'm getting destroyed. Don't tell me it will reverse here. Mm. Yeah, it's something pretty bad. It's even testing going below 26. I'm out. I don't want this to be happening. Wait, what was that? Oh, wow. Okay, so based on this, the market should be going crazy up. But if this gets clear on the downside, then There was like a huge buy order here, and the market isn't going up at all. Okay, no, it's going. No, it's actually going down. One, two, three, four. Let's try going short here. Where did this happen? Oh, this stock is so difficult to read. Don't tell me it's going to go all the way up to 26.5. What's exactly coming here? $41. At this point, I'm not really even trading to make a profit. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. I mean, if this was real money, I'd probably just stepped away long ago. Okay, I mean, obviously, my short trade has been dead for a while, so let's cover it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I shouldn't have gone short into that tin. So I think. Oh, okay, finally, something happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, don't tell me it will go up without me. I mean, it's. You know how this thing acts. Oh, wow. Okay, so the one time I didn't, I decided. So the one time I decided not to chase it, went up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four. Wow, so there's a pretty big order here. Okay, so if it can clear that, I'm going to... Okay, one thing that really sticks out at me on this stuff is that even after the breakout, there aren't any resting orders in the order book to act as support. Like we pretty much see nothing at 25 here. I mean, there is a sweep, but there isn't much support. The tape isn't really speeding up that much. So I'm just left here wondering whether it will go up or not. Okay, so the tape is telling me that there is basically no interest in this breakout. Okay, let's exit. Who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll break even. For once, I made a good decision. This is like the first good decisions that I made today. Okay, so this is a final breakout. Okay, let's backtrack a bit. And I think maybe it could be worth going short here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's short 3. And for let's pick a target. Like so, this is a mean reversion trade. It's not really some big trend trade. So something's happening. Yeah, so I think that this was actually pretty good. I mean, these cutting the way up here. I just should have added about 26.5. I got tricked by that. I don't know. And for this opening drive, we're going to have to replay it after we are done with this session. Okay, so I'm out of the position. It seems. It's going up. Okay, so this was like the best trade. Yeah, it would really help me if I had the targets. Hmm. Yeah, over here, if you consider these buys, these are actually quite. The pullback is quite deep, so it's not an ideal buy. I think it spent some time consolidating here, so I guess this buy here was much better. So what's going to happen to this stock? Like if it breaks below 26. Okay, so the orders are starting to build here. If it breaks below that, I guess we could take it as a breakout trade. Seems like it will break. But I got tricked by this once. Like I went short here in anticipation of it breaking, and it didn't. What's going on? Oh, why did the price under move? I'm kind of confused by this. Uh, it shouldn't be. Okay, now we're up. Now we have to hit in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try going 6, and I'm going to actually try using targets this time since this fucking stock is so hard to deal with. I mean, yeah, we can make a set a target to 25. Oh wow, oh fuck. I mean, what the hell this is happening? Like it broke, no, and now a big bar stepping in. I have to cover. Oh wait, it actually got taken out. Okay, this in fact a signal to plot even more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 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 no. It got taken out. I have to hit these things, but I cannot do that in TapeSim properly. It got hit. Um, we saw what happened previously when a large buyer stepped in. The market, in fact, started moving away from it, but now it just got taken. So I'm pretty bullish. I mean, bearish. I mean, if it starts going up here, I have no idea what I'll do. I'll tear my hair out. Oh fuck, it's going up. So should I be covering here? Let's cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's this big order here again. So I think what's happening is that kind of a hold is developing. Maybe. I mean, no, this isn't a hold. They're putting these orders as saturated lows, like 25.96. I cannot. Like when they're at round numbers, it kind of feels like they're playing tricks constantly. Okay, one problem with the stock is that I'm kind of locked in right now. I'm kind of down, what, $900 for the day. It feels like I should be doing more instead of just quitting. I cannot read this stock at all. I cannot read it at all. Like, and that large order went away, so should I have maybe shorted here? I don't know. I mean, the only thing the stock ever told me is that it's going to be difficult to trade, and I see that it didn't at all disappoint. I mean, I could try putting some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in case it returns. I mean, this deck is so messed up. Yeah, I should have maybe exited here. Because if you look at this entire run, there's pretty much been no volume. So the smart thing would have been to just ta- take off at the high. I mean, if I bought here and then the volume really spiked, then I could have justified the holding for a lot longer. But since it was this slow trend, I should have just exited it after a bit. I don't really regret missing this because it was it came so out of the blue. It really came out of nowhere. Okay, let's fast forward from here. I've lost interest in this stock. Forget it. It's just too difficult to trade. Okay, let's see what happened here exactly. Yeah, man, there's pretty much nothing on the order book. It's a bit interesting. You know, then I taking this trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, let's just give it 2 minutes. Forget about stops. Stuff on it. Like, if you look at all this, like, it's pretty much making higher lows all the way here, then lower highs. If you just look at the candles on the of the individual bodies, so I'm down big on a stock that's basically straightforward to trade. But, this stock would have been easier to trade on the chart than on the tape, it seems. There's a big order here. I don't know, let's just give it like 2 minutes. Whenever I get smart, it doesn't really work out. Now speed this up a bit. Yeah, this is a dead trade. Forget it. But the difficult stack, this is insane. Okay, I probably need a break after this. I'm not going to be making good decisions. Not that I was making them today. Maybe we should try just replaying this with the benefit of hindsight. Not sure I feel like it. Might not be give it a try. It was so fast during this initial drive. So it cleared that. And we now know that there have been insane pullbacks in this. So let's try placing like 2 lots here. Oh wow. Yeah, but I can now disoriented then because it went up so much that it seems hard to believe that it will pull back to here. So let's try putting it here. In fact, let's just put it here. It seems to violate these round numbers often. Oh, and it did go all the way to where it was previously. It's hard to understand the logic of how this stock should be traded. Like, it takes out the high, it takes out the big order, the high, then what? I'm supposed to wait for a 4% pullback for some reason. I guess for this one you have to be a bit more fearless. You have to, yeah. I mean, it had a consistent behavior throughout the day. We cannot deny that. QUBT was very straightforward. Then this one isn't at all. Feels like it could very well reverse, but it didn't. So, given how much it's pulling back, it's even hard to understand where we should be adding to. Okay, never mind. I don't feel like replaying all of this right now. We'll do it at a later date. We'll just move on to the next stock in play. So QUBT would have been a massive success using this system, but this one definitely won't. I'm still basically clueless exactly where to exit. I'm not really comfortable taking all this fearlessly. So whenever the stock pulls back just a little, I can end up running away. This stock this section was very difficult because the order book didn't really give me any indication where the important levels are. Combined with how the tape is behaving, it's a complete nightmare to trade. So see you in the next stock.